Flag Show, and I'm Shira Gorgeous. This is the Hotel California Studios, and you're being a great share for us. So, welcome to the show. Yeah, let's talk a little minute. It's pissing down rain in New York City, and was like thundering and all kinds of crazy shit. But it's calming down a little bit. Just a few things. Let's talk about a little bit. So I just found out that bats the size of humans are appearing in Filipino cities. So, with like a wingspan the size of like 6 feet. But don't worry, they're not going to come up to you in the middle of the night and bite your neck. They're herbivores, which might mean they steal your weed. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, I saw that a guy in Vegas stole a 3-foot sex toy worth $2,000, and it's called The Movie. So maybe at the very least he'll have kind of a midgety kind of thing to cuddle with at night. I don't know. And what else? Let's see. Oh yeah, this is kind of a big thing. Kim Kardashian calls for people to have compassion on Kanye, because he evidently struggles with bipolar disorder, and evidently they've also been considering divorce for quite some time now. So, funnily enough, I guess that means that she'll never be First Lady. Anyway, last but not least, two other things. One, that today is National Hammock Day, which sounds kind of leisurely and enjoyable. And the last thing is that today is National Hot Dog Day. So, get some, but not a 3-foot one that in Vegas. Anyway, with that, I'm bringing on Shira tonight. And I'm not eating hot dogs because I had other stuff for dinner. Hey, Shira.
What up? I got a special guest over here.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Going well.
Brady in the house.
We're out here in LA, and
Nice.
we came out here to do rock and roll, but then we got quarantined, and we've just been kind of stuck here.
Well, that kind of sucks, I guess.
I miss New York so much, though.
Stuck here? It's a good place to be stuck.
Stuck inside instead of playing all the awesome clubs out here.
That's true. And we were supposed to do a show in New York this summer. We were going to play Brooklyn Ball.
Oh, wow. I remember when you guys played Public Assembly with me a long time ago.
For Jesse Lee's birthday party? Was that this show?
I don't remember what was happening that day. I just remember that you guys played a show with one of my shows.
Nice. Old school. Public Assembly.
Yeah, it's like 10
What's it
years.
now? Is it anything now? I know it closed down.
It became Big Bear, and then I think it became something else, and I don't know what else it is anymore.
Black Bear Club or something? Lounge?
Oh, maybe it was the Black Bear Club.
Yeah. Remember when it was Galapagos?
It was Galapagos, and that was before I had a hand in it or anything to do with it. But yeah, I ended up doing a bunch of shows there once upon a time in the dark ages, and where I drank a lot and did a lot of stupid things. Good times.
Bad decisions.
So let's get into you, shall we? So you had the Shira Girl. You did the Warped Tour many times and had a Shira Girl stage, right?
Yes.
And how'd that get started?
Well, I just saw that there were no chicks on the Warped Tour, and so I decided to crash it with my band. We just drove in a pink RV and set up across from the skate ramp, and thought we were going to get kicked out, and then Kevin Lyman, the founder of the tour, walked by, and he kind of looked around, and we were like holding our breath, and he's just like, Shira, all right. And he said, so you on for the rest of the tour? So that was cool. It was kind of an invite and then a challenge, invitation and challenge. So then we came back the next year with an official stage. We hosted over 300 artists, including a little band called Paramore on their first tour, and also a rock icon named Joan Jett. So,
I've heard of her.
what's that?
I've heard of Joan Jett, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. She's going places.
I would think so. So yeah, actually yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of the last Warped Tour ever, which was the 25th anniversary festival at Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, which was amazing. We played the amphitheater stage there, and it was awesome. NoFX headlined, and it was incredible. And yeah, it's kind of was a blessing in disguise that he ended it last year.
Cool.
So.
But I can't. Yeah, I remember you also played a show at Vinyl in New York that same weekend or same week, something like that. That was the last time I saw you.
Oh yeah, that was when we did before we did Warped Atlantic City. Yeah, we did Vinyl. That was fun. A little warm up show.
Yeah, that was cool, and we all hung out.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Good times. So. You also have been doing, I didn't know this, but I saw this on your page, did some homework. You also, I know you promoted a bunch of nights, like when you were in New York, and you also did some in LA, but it actually became like a band night called Gritty and Pink, which is a cute name.
Thank you, yes.
And you were doing that, and I was just talking to somebody on the phone, which is why I was almost late to my own damn show. But what do you call it? It was at the Satellite in Silver Lake, right?
Yes.
And the Satellite
that they were taking out the stage here, but yes, great venue. Used to be Spaceland back in the day.
Oh, okay. I've been to Spaceland. That makes sense. So then, but somebody just told me that Satellite just closed as well.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, they just announced they were taking out the stage. And so, yeah, kind of a bummer. They're going to turn it into a restaurant. And, yeah, it's really sad. But, Gritty and Pink, basically, we did 3 events there, January, February, March, with different themes. We had an all-girl jam with over 40 female musicians each month, some amazing heavy hitters like Eva Gardner, who plays bass for Pink, and Alicia Vigil and Britt Lightning from Vixen, and a ton of amazing artists played. And then obviously we got shut down due to COVID, so we decided to turn it into a live stream. And now it's a weekly Instagram live stream every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, as I imagine most of your fans are on Eastern time. And 7 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, we're hosting different female artists, female-fronted bands, and it's been going really well.
Now, these artists are based in the cities that you're doing your show, right?
So we started off, basically our first, we call it GRL, Gritty Rocks Live, and our first GRL was basically just to replace our live event. It was April 7th. We were supposed to have a huge event. It was the first Tuesday of every month. We were flying in. We had Tatiana De Maria flying in, and Willow Stevens, and a great lineup. And so we said, you know what? That was the beginning of quarantine, and we didn't know how long we were going to be in quarantine, and but everyone was super bummed and feeling isolated and lonely. And I know for me, I live alone, so it was a tough time. And yeah, so we just thought, let's do this this live stream. We had 18 of our artists on. And it was a 2-hour extravaganza, and we had almost 700 live viewers, and so then we just thought, okay, this is obviously something that is needed right now, and so decided to make it a weekly. And then we decided to start doing themes. I think we started around 420. We did a 420 theme, which was really fun, smoking some joints. And then we did Mother's Day, where the artists played with their kids. That was cool, all moms. We did something for Mental Health Awareness Month, Pride. So yeah, we did a lot of different kind of themes, and then we decided for the summer to do a virtual tour. So now every Tuesday in July and August, we're hitting a different city and featuring local artists from that city. So far we've done New York, which we started in, and then we did Atlanta and Nashville. And the other cool thing is that now for Instagram Live, you can do a live fundraiser. So every show we are actually we're having a live fundraiser for different few different causes. We're working with ACLU in a lot of the cities, as well as Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, and they're great. They have a fund for artists really struggling due to COVID. And then we're also doing a show at Headcount for voter registration, which is so important right now too. So yeah, we have that going on, and it's a great lineup, diverse lineup. We also have some sponsors. We have this company, Booty Masks, is doing. Let me see if I can find one. We have these gritty and pink masks. I'm sure I have one lying around here somewhere. I'll show you. But we have that, and Fender's doing a giveaway. We're actually announcing tomorrow, which is going to be awesome. And yeah, just some different like partnerships. Really like happy that we were able to get some support, and very grateful for that. So it's going well. Nashville was last night, so fun. Like, I mean, the talent down there is unreal.
Yeah, I was in Nashville last year, actually. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of talent going on, a lot of music. It's called Music City, but I think that has to do more with country. But it's gotten to be a lot more singer-songwriter and alternative. So, it's kind of the home of, like...
Hey, Bada, what's up? My old DJ from New York just signed on. What up, girl?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's awesome. No, I mean, the cool thing about it, too, is that in addition to, like, bringing all these new artists in, we do a little performance every week. Kind of depending on the theme, we'll usually do, like, a cover song. So last night we actually did 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. It was super fun, and that's for Nashville. And I think next week is Chi-Town, so I think we're going to do a little Fall Out Boy. But, it's we set up here in our little home studio, and it's nice to have, like, a little performance opportunity, even if it's just on our phones. It ends up getting a lot of eyes on it. You throw it on Instagram or TV after.
Sorry, you're buffering. One moment. It'll be back. Okay, there you are again. So these artists are based in the cities that you're playing in, right?
Yeah.
And how are you finding these artists?
Well, I have an awesome team that's part of Gritty and Pink, and, we've just been scouting them, finding them word of mouth, on Instagram, searching hashtags. Definitely, I will say it hasn't been easy, but you find a couple and you ask for more, recommendations, and, again, like trying to make sure that, it's really diverse in genre and, everyone's background. So, yeah, it's definitely been a big project. I think it was probably more work than we all kind of imagined when we undertook this project, but it's really awesome now because we have our little homegirls in every city, and hopefully we intend to make it a real tour, so we're kind of growing our relationships in these cities, which is nice.
Very cool. You personally, I know you wanted to do, I remember like a few years ago, probably like 5 years ago, when we went to NAMM together.
That's 5 years? Oh my gosh.
I know, time flies. I basically go like almost every year. I don't know, obviously this year.
You went this year?
I went this year, yeah.
We called it NAMMthrax because literally every person I know that went, including myself, got sick after it.
I did too. I called it the SoCal cough because no matter where I went in Southern California, whether it was LA, Orange County, or San Diego, I was working a lot while I was there. So I was all over the place, in Southern.
Some people think it was COVID.
I thought it was COVID, but I called it the SoCal cough because everywhere I went in California in like late January, early February, everybody was hacking up a lung, and it was right before my birthday, so I was like, please just let me be healthy on my birthday. I want to go out and party and have fun. I was actually supposed to sing somewhere. I was supposed to sing in I don't even remember the area, Azusa. But then there was a show at the Whiskey, and I had no voice, so I was like, fuck it, I have no voice, I'm going to go see the show at the Whiskey. It was like a reunion of a band that hadn't played together in its original lineup in probably 20, 30 years, so it was pretty exciting. But yeah, I had to go to urgent care, and
Yeah.
When Hollywood wouldn't take my insurance, I had to go all the way to Culver City where I was staying, and finally fought them on it, and I was like, bitch, I called my insurance company, and they said, you have to take it, because it's for all 50 states, motherfuckers. So, I'm never getting sponsors for this show. I'm realizing why, me and my potty mouth, but whatever. Anyway, so finally I got like some kind of steroid or something that took away the cough, and that was the end of that. But yeah, I mean, after that I was fine and pretty much went home a couple days later. But yeah, man, crazy. Anyway, but when I was with you at NAMM, you were kind of doing like a pop, more of like a pop album. Whatever became of that?
I didn't release that many of those songs. It's kind of funny now that we're like in quarantine. I feel like a lot of people are doing sort of unreleased stuff. I've been thinking about releasing some of those tunes because I like them. But I guess what happened was I got an offer to go on a punk tour, and at the same time, both my drummer and my bassist moved to LA from New York, and so I kind of went just couldn't stay away from the punk rap. You know what I'm saying? So we went on a tour with the Gonads, and then shortly thereafter, I reconnected with Tim Armstrong from Rancid, and he offered, "Hey Leigh, what's up?" Speaking of cool chicks from New York, and then we were just talking about the show from Vinyl. She played at that show in Vinyl.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So then Tim expressed interest in producing our EP, and then it was also around the time they announced the very last Warped Tour, and we wanted to bring back the Shira Girl stage, and they wanted to feature one of our songs in the compilation. So it all kind of came, back at once, and yeah, it's just been kind of doing the band thing since then. So, but I like doing all kinds of different genres of music, and we have a synth player now in the band that we're working with, which is cool. So, the new stuff might be a little more dancey, a little more poppy, but I'll always love punk rock.
Gotta go where your heart is, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Just a few other things. What do you call it? So what have you been doing? Obviously, you've been very busy with the Tuesday night show, the Gritty and Pink live. Yeah. And what else have you been doing during the shutdown?
Well, so kind of a crazy story, but my house actually flooded like 2 days after Christmas. So yeah, I moved to North Hollywood. I got a townhouse in North Hollywood, and so then it was completely like demoed, the whole first floor, and so a lot of my quarantine I didn't have a kitchen, which sucked, but it also consisted of me, like, working on the renovations and finally like getting my place back, and like all my furniture was in storage and stuff. So like now that it's back, even though I moved in October, it's like I still needed like rugs and things. It was like I just moved in again, basically, as of like the end of May. So now I've been doing like a lot of home improvement, and I mean, having a house, definitely it's a lot of work, but like even like gardening, like I planted some flowers, and like that's been nice, get my patio set up. But yeah, I definitely been working a lot on like home stuff and trying to like furnish everything and make it nice. Obviously, we're all spending a lot more time at home, so that's been a priority for sure. But yeah, Gritty and Pink keeps me busy. That's kind of my main thing. I was working in the beverage industry. I got laid off because of COVID at the end of March, and then I just thought, now's the time to kind of work on what I've always wanted to work on and make Gritty and Pink a real thing. Easy does it. What up, Zeke? So yeah, I just decided to basically like just work it like a job, So almost every day, I'd say, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, on weekends too. It's like a startup mentality. So we're always working on stuff, working on the next thing. Trying to build Gritty and Pink up as a brand, building our social presence and all that. So keep me busy. What else? Hanging out with my cat. Sure. You didn't
have a cat. You didn't have a cat when I stayed with you in LA that one time, right?
No, I did not. So when Rainey moved to, Rainey and I used to live together in Brooklyn. We had 2 cats. And when I moved to LA, she kept the cats. When she moved out to LA, she drove out last September, she brought them. So I got to keep one, and then her and her girlfriend have one. So yeah, it's definitely been awesome. Like, I don't know, that's the other thing. I don't know what I would have done while through quarantine with no pet. You know, just to have someone else there, another living creature to spend time with and talk to, like, that's super helpful. But now, you know, our band's now just starting to get back into writing, because I really haven't been writing that much, and so now we're just now getting back to it. So that's been good too. Yeah.
Just to backtrack a little bit on what you were saying, though, like, I have a therapist, and full disclosure, but my therapist says that studies have shown that, like, if you have a pet, it's actually going to get you through this, like, alone time a lot more easily than, like, people who have nothing and are just, like, don't have even, like, dust mites or anything. I'm making shit up. But
we don't want dust mites, so I have these allergies. I don't know if you can hear my cat is crying right now in the back. He's downstairs. But no, I agree. It's been helpful. When I lived alone in Hollywood, when you say for me I lived alone, yeah, it's lonely. Like, I would definitely get, you know, I would get sad at times being alone. So it's helped having a pet for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely helped me get through this time. Well, any last things you want to promote before we skedaddle?
Yeah, absolutely. Just, you know, follow at Gritty and Pink Life on Instagram. It's in my bio, Shira_Girl. And every Tuesday, 10 Eastern, tune in to the show. We got a lot going on. We also have a new Spotify playlist where we're featuring all different female artists that we worked with. And, yeah, we're going to be announcing a big giveaway with Thunder tomorrow, so I'm excited for that.
That's awesome. And anything from your own personal music where people can find it?
You can find me on Spotify and all the different platforms. Our latest EP is Andy Underground. It was actually released about a year ago. I think tomorrow. I should probably look that up. I feel like tomorrow is going to be like the year ago release. But yeah, that's my latest EP. Latest single, We Are the Underground. And then, yeah, stay tuned, because we're definitely writing some new tunes now. So hopefully that's one thing that should come out of this.
Awesome. Well, all right, Shira, thank you so much for being a wonderful guest.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody who's watching, please follow Shira. And if you're not following me already, I do these shows every night, just about. So come on aboard and be part of the Share Force. Just hit follow. And I'm Share Gorgeous. This is the Share and Share Alike show, live from the Hotel California Studios. You know I always forget what I'm going to say. And you've been a great Share Force audience. Thank you so much, Shira. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks, Stay safe.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.